What is up, YouTube? Yes, I'm making a Safuu video, but it's not to argue is Safuu great or is Safuu bad. I personally believe it's great, and I'm holding Safuu. I am indeed. I just didn't make a video on it because last time I made a video on Titano, and people said my people was like, nah, this is too good to be true. So I just didn't bother making a video on Safuu. But it's doing good. I did release a tweet and I did release a community post about Safuu. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure to follow me on Twitter. But this is about what happened here. Now, if you are confused or not understanding what caused this dip or why this dip means so much to Safuu, it's because they was on a crazy rise. We go over to Coin Market Cap to look at what they were doing. And let's just do the last month. Since they've launched, they have been on a steady incline up. Right here, you can see it was up to $135. Then they tanked down or went down to $95. And you would have thought, okay, we're going to see a dip. A lot of people were waiting for another opportunity to buy back or buy into Safuu. But they was waiting for a lower price. They was waiting for it to get around like, the $55. Some people was actually waiting for $49 or like $6, like where they launched at. But they then started to incline back up and slowly climb up the ranks, and you can see that they got all the way up to $330,000 in value per token. And if you're wondering where they got out or where they launched at when they pre-sold, it's gonna hurt to hear it. But one BNB costs 22 to 24 Safuu. So yeah, so it kind of hurts. I know it kind of hurts. I didn't get it either. I had a midterm actually starting at the time of the pre-sale, and I was contemplating, should I just be a couple minutes late and just buy in anyways or whatever, and then show up in the class. Then I was like, nah, my head's not gonna be on the exam. But anyways, let's get into why Safuu went down. So you can see right here, we see some nice buying increases. We see some thick candles, some thick buying candles of 165,000, 138,000, so forth and so on. 380,000, but that was more so a $380,000 30-minute period. So there was some selling going on with it. But right here we see a thick full 400k sell candle, and then when we come down again, that took the price down to $305 from $330,000. Then we see a $514,000 selling candle, and to follow up on that, we see a $3.987 million 30-minute sell candle. And right behind that, we see a $1.8 million sell candle. But the good news about these selling candles right here and here is that right here we see some thinness. So that means there was some buying going on in that 30-minute time period, which caused it to close out at this value. And then we saw some people buying and trying to get the price up. The price actually got to a low of about 167 Safuu per token, and they got it back up to $231. But because of how much selling was going on in that 1.8 30-minute time period, it closed out at 167, but some buying happened. $600,000 worth of buying happened to get the price up to 197 to close out that 30-minute time period. And then $183,000 30-minute buying period got the price up to $204, and we're seeing it slowly increasing. It's back up to $222 per token. Now, as far as what caused this sell, you can see on PooCoin that right here, these big dollar sales were happening within the time span of March 6th to March 9th. But I'll check and track these transactions, and all of these transactions, at least from here all the way down here, were done during this time period. They were done 5 hours ago as of making this video, and 5 hours ago, that's when this dip started to happen. So it was, so this is, those people sold. Those are the people. Those are the wallets that sold. So there were definitely whales that sold. There wasn't some news that was released. There was no news at all that was released that made these people sell their Safuu. There was no news that was released. You just have you still have the stuff that's going on with the Ukrainian war in Russia. But for the most part, these people just decided to cash out. They still are holding Safuu though. Some of these people actually sold their entire bag and then bought back into Safuu after the price had dipped. So it seemed like there was kind of swing trading or whatever. You could say a lot of these transactions, a majority of these transactions were done at the same time. So the top six of these transactions down here were done all at the same time period or around the same time. Now you could say they were all watching the price at the same time, and they was like, oh, okay, this dude sold, let me go ahead and sell too, and was like, well, I actually like Safuu, and I could honestly I could just buy back in at a cheaper price or whatever than I was selling it at. So let me get back in. Or you could say this was all done on purpose, and all these guys sold, or women, all these guys and women sold and decided to tank down the price, and then decided to buy back in and at a better price, at a better value. Now, because some of them did, because if we're going with that, I would believe that the price would go to about $267 if they decided to buy back in, but not fully, of course. They took some profit, of course, because you wouldn't just sell that large number and get taxed and not take any profit home. So I would believe that that would have brung the price back up to $167. So I don't believe it was calculated. Now, some of them might have calculated it, but some of them did decide to take profit and take full profit and just move on with their merry old lives. So I believe that some of these people just decided to sell, take some profit, and then was like, the Safuu's not a bad project, so I'm going to get back in at just a lower price than what I sold at and try to maximize my profits as much as possible. And I believe we will see this later on in the future. I don't believe, I'm not saying this is going to happen this week. I think this is going to happen maybe 1 or 2 weeks from now, because this token is relatively new. They only have a market cap of $86 million, so they definitely have room to grow. So I believe this will happen again in like 1 to 2 weeks, and probably when Safuu is at, like, I don't know, let's say $600 or $500 in value per token, where we see someone or a couple people sell, a couple whales sell and drop the price down from $500 to like $350, and then it starts slowly and surely climbing its way back up, because Safuu holders do not have they have a reason to sell, which is for the profit, but they don't have a huge reason to sell because they're constantly making 2% of what they invested in at that same day. So if you invested $1,000, you're making 2% of that, so you're making about $20 a day in just Safuu. And then if you invested $10,000, you're making $200 a day. So it's not that bad, especially when that adds up, because by the end of the month, you're going to have $9,000 in Safuu just added to your wallet. So there's no real reason to sell unless you want your money real quick, just because of the volatility of crypto. You feel me? So with that being said, I still believe in Safuu. That didn't change my mind at all. They're seeing crazy trading volume every day. Seeing $16.7 million in trading volume today, according to CoinMarketCap. And they have a CertiK audit going on as well. So that's going to add to the security of Safuu and build some trust in the minds of outside investors and current investors. So with all that being said, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new. If you want me to make more Safuu videos, then be sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more of my content, make sure to subscribe. But I really want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below. More Safuu. Let me know. It's more Safuu. Make me tell. Do you want me to go do a whole breakdown on Safuu? Let me know in the comment section down below. Please, please, please do that, because that's the only way I really know what you guys want me to upload. Love you all. You have a blessed one. Stay safe. Peace.